Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tokyo Tuesdays, the segment in which I head to the Tokyo Disney theme parks to sample and review every last eatery. For our 10th review, we're headed back over to the Tokyo Disney Sea Park to try a Japanese take on New York City hot dogs at Delancy Catering. To find Delancy Catering, head into Tokyo Disney Sea's Mediterranean Harbor and turn left. Head up the ramp into the American waterfront. Veer to the right when you reach McDuck's department store and follow the trolley tracks above your head. When you reach the end of the row of buildings, look to your left. You'll see the red and yellow Delancy Catering truck across the street from the Disney Sea Electric Railway. If you find yourself in the waterfront park, you've gone too far. Hot dogs, and only hot dogs. The Delancy Catering cart stands out in its bright mustard yellows and ketchup reds. Designed to look like a 1920s delivery truck, you can even climb into the driver's seat and pretend to take a spin while you wait, if you want. So I've gone to the New York hot dog stand at Tokyo Disney Sea because everything else has a giant line. The park forecast today was supposed to be only at about 74%, but I've not seen it this crowded in quite some time. Don't know. But so yeah, I went to get a hot dog. I didn't get a drink from the stand because they didn't have any drinks that I liked. It was just Coke Zero and green tea. So all I got was the hot dog in the paper. Probably have to get a better shot of this before I eat it, but yay, hot dog, it's super long. So I got that, and I got one of these nifty little ketchup mustard dual packs that they use everywhere in Japan. So let's try this, see how it is. As I said, here's my hot dog in my lap. So I'm gonna use this nifty little ketchup packet. I'm not really a mustard fan, but I also only have one hand right now, so I'm gonna eat both regardless. Graceful. Alright, let's try this. This is gonna go poorly, I can tell you that already, because I only have one hand with which to eat. So, obviously behind me there's Tower of Terror, which is beautiful. Tower of Terror is the most beautiful at Tokyo Disneyland as to any other park. Any other place that this ride is at, this is the most beautiful version of it. I have almost finished my bun, but I still have a lot more hot dog. Apologies again for the weird ratio of my videos. Apparently my camera was having issues there for a while. We'll clear this batch of videos soon and be back to full videos with no pillar boxing soon. In the meanwhile, on to the ratings. Service! 3 out of 5? My interaction with them was very brief. Frequently at the Disney parks, the cast members will try and speak English with me because I look like this. That's fine. I try and speak Japanese with them because I'm in Japan, and you should try and speak the language when you're in a foreign country, if at all possible. Between the two of us, we sort of make it through my order. As I recall, though, at this location they did not try and speak English with me, but since there's only one thing on the menu, it doesn't really matter. Even if I didn't speak any Japanese, I could just hold up one finger for how many of that one thing that I wanted. So, yeah, 3 out of 5. Atmosphere. As far as carts go, this one is pretty elaborate. It's done up like a 1920s delivery truck, which is a little strange considering that it's surrounded by Newsies memorabilia, and Newsies is from the 1900s, which is 2 decades off. But I fully admit that my automotive history is not that good, so whatever. It's got an adorable awning on the front, and it's really fun that you can climb in the cart and pretend to drive while you wait if you want. The actual ordering counter itself, though, is really claustrophobic. Everything's just really tight and packed in there, and that seems unnecessary. Like, you're a cart, you're outside. There is no reason it should feel like I'm climbing into a cave to give you my order. It's also right across the street from the Disney Sea Electric Railway, so it's really loud there. And there are no places to sit. And they hide the line from you when it forms, so you think that you're gonna get a hot dog just super quick in and out, and no, you're gonna stand in a line. They've just hidden it by putting it around the back. So 2 out of 5. Price point. Okay. To be fair, for the parks, this is one of the cheaper food locations available. If you're trying to do Disney on a budget, this is probably one of the stands that you'll end up visiting. It's $3.90 for a hot dog and $2.10 for a drink, both of which are double what I would expect to pay outside the park. A hot dog should cost you $1.50, same for a drink, especially if you're harkening back to ye olde America. I don't know, it's cheap for the parks, but it's just a hot dog. It's just a soda or a bottle of tea. There's no reason it needs to cost that much. The Disney markup is super apparent at this location. So 1 out of 5. The food itself. Do you like hot dogs? Because that's what this is. Hot dogs. And nothing else. Not even toppings. Like if you wanted cheese on your hot dog, or chili on your hot dog, or onions on your hot dog, or relish on your hot dog, you might want to consider going somewhere else because that's not here. This is a very extremely basic hot dog stand. You get a hot dog, you get a bun, here's your ketchup, here's your mustard, goodbye. You would think with the elaborate cart setup that they would offer something like 2 or 3 kinds of dogs, or at least some variable toppings, or a hot dog with something inside of it, but no, it's just the one hot dog. Even the drink menu is limited. You have your options of Coke Zero or green tea, and that's it. And I don't like either of those. And the hot dog wasn't that impressive. Like, there are some good hot dogs out there, and I know that's an impossibility for some people given what hot dogs are, but I've had some tasty hot dogs in my life, and this one served to make me not hungry anymore. And that's about it. As I understand it, sometimes they'll do a seasonal hot dog, but even then, it'll be the only item on the menu. So no matter when you go, it's always a 1-item menu. And in my experience, that one item, not so good. 2 out of 5. Overall rating. Overall, this gives Delancy Catering an average rating of 2 out of 5, which seems about right. I don't know, I just wasn't impressed with this location. Maybe it was the lack of selection, or the noise, or the lack of seating, or the long line, or, any number of small factors that just added up to not quite the best experience I've had. It is cheap, though, for the park, so maybe it's a place that you want to hit? I don't know. Not for me, though. The lineup. With a 2 out of 5, this slots Delancy Catering in at the bottom of both of our lists, both the master list and the cart service list. It's not as bad as it might seem, though, because it is a cart service location, so of course it's going to be low on the master list. And as for the cart service list, the only other location on that list is the Mysterious Island Caldera ice cream. So it's second out of a total of 2. So that's really not so bad. So that's it for this week. Come back next week to find out where I'll be next. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave those down below. We'd love to hear from you. Social media, if that's more your thing, can be found in the description box. Give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. We upload videos every week. Come back on Monday for a little Monday magic, and I will see you next week for another Tokyo Tuesday.